Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today is May 7th, 2020, and did you know in 3 days it's Mother's Day? I put together a recipe that you can make and then you can give what you've made to your mother as a gift. You'll need the help of an adult or an older brother or sister, but the recipe is super easy. It's called No Bake Chocolate Chip Energy Bites. It's delicious, and I know that your mother is going to love it. And it's so easy to make. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go wash my hands, and then I'm going to show you all the ingredients that you need. So I'll see you in a minute. These are the ingredients and the tools you're going to need when making this recipe. First off, I want to let you know that if you do not have the same brands that I have at my house, please substitute whatever you have in your house. Also, make substitutions if you have a food allergy. So first off, we're going to start with, you're going to need chocolate chips, which are super yummy. You're going to need creamy peanut butter. Please substitute sun butter if you have a food allergy. You could also substitute almond butter if you'd like. You're going to need some old-fashioned oats. These are the oats that I have at my house right now that I'm going to use. You'll need some chopped raisins or cranberries. So I have these right now. You can substitute apricots or dates. I also have some dried cherries at my house that I could add if I wanted to. You're going to need honey. You're going to need a little bit of salt, some ground cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla extract. Something else you can add, but you don't have to, is maybe a 1/4 cup of some walnuts or some pecans. They'll add a little bit of crunch to the recipe. Some of the tools you're going to need are measuring spoons, measuring cups, a bowl. You'll need a spoon for stirring, a spatula. Don't forget to have a towel. You're going to need a baking sheet. You can line it with wax paper or parchment paper if you have that at home. I like to use these Silpat liners. They make cookies come off of, make them easy to lift off after they're baked. You might want to put on an apron before you get started. I tend to get a little messy when I cook, so I like to cover my clothing. And of course, you need the recipe. All right, I'm gonna start chopping and measuring out my ingredients, and I'll meet you back here in a minute. All right, let's get started. To my bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of the chocolate chips, 2/3 of a cup of the peanut butter. So I'm going to use a spoon to get the peanut butter out of a jar and put it in the measuring cup. So that is 1/3. And I'm going to fill it up one more time. I'm going to fill up the 1/3 cup one more time to have 2/3. And when you put the peanut butter in, make sure you tap it so it's down and settled in the measuring cup like that. sure you try to get all the peanut butter out of your measuring cup. Good. I'm going to set this over here in the sink. Now you need a half a cup of oats. So I already poured them in my measuring cup, so this is half a cup. You need a 1/4 cup of honey. Oops, I left the honey over there. I already poured it into my measuring cup, so a 1/4 cup. And you might want to use your spatula to get it out of your measuring cup. Put that here. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You need half a cup of the dried cranberries. I already chopped them up. Now I used a knife, and if you're going to chop them up, you can use something like this that's a dull on the end, so you won't cut yourself, or have a parent chop them up for you. Okay? So add those dried cranberries to the bowl. And 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm going to use the 1/2 teaspoon so it fits inside the container. And I need 1/2. And 1 more makes 1. And your last ingredient is some little bit of salt. Use a pinch or about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. Now you're going to mix it all together. Make sure that the peanut butter and the honey get on all the ingredients so that everything is wet and not dry anymore. And make sure that cinnamon is mixed in well as the salt. All right. I'm going to wash my hands because they're a little sticky, and I'll be right back. Let me show you what this looks like. All the ingredients are mixed together. Ooh, they smell so good. I can smell the cinnamon, and you can see the chocolate chips and the chopped cranberries all mixed with the honey and the peanut butter. Oh, smells so good. All right, now it's time to take this mixture and make it into little balls. Let's get started. Come on. Now it's time to make your bites. So what you're going to need is some spoons, or what you could use is maybe a nice spoon like this that is a good scooper. You could try an ice cream scoop if you have an ice cream scoop at home. I really like to use this kind of scoop. That way you can scoop up your ingredients, and when you squeeze the handle, it comes out. For now, I'm going to use just these 2 spoons. So you're going to take a little bit of your mixture in your spoon, and you're gonna put it, really don't have to make a ball, it sort of makes a ball all by itself. And you're gonna put it on top of your cooking tray, your baking tray. So you're gonna take another scoop. If you use your hands, you need to be prepared to get them sticky because they'll be sticky from the peanut butter and the honey mixture. This way, you scoop a little bit of the mixture, some of the cranberries and the peanut butter, the honey and the chocolate chips, and put it in your spoon like this. And then the other spoon, you're going to take it and push it off. And you can sort of mold it into a nice little ball. Now you're going to want to leave about 3 inches in between, though we're not cooking, you want to leave a little room between them so it's easier to remove them off the tray once they've hardened. All right. Going right here. Nice little bites. Oh, these are going to be so good. All right, I'm going to make a number of balls. I'm going to fill up my tray, and I'll be right back. I was able to get 16 of the little balls on this baking sheet. There's a little bit more in my bowl that I'll make later. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this baking sheet and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator, and it's going to stay there for about an hour or until the balls are nice and firm and the peanut butter won't be sticky anymore. And then when they're done, I'll take them out and I'll show you what they look like. I just took the bites out of the refrigerator, and as you can see, they look about the same. There's no change in how they look, but they're not sticky. They're just a little bit tacky, but they won't get your hands all sticky with peanut butter. What I did was I got out my parchment paper and I cut a few little pieces that I'm going to put between the different layers. And at this stage, you can pick them up and you can roll them a little bit in your fingers like this to make a little ball and put them in your container. Oh, they smell really good. Your mom is going to love them, and I'm sure she's going to share them with you and the other members of your family. They're super healthy. They're pretty healthy. There's just enough chocolate chips in there for your sweet tooth. And wipe my hands, put the other layer of parchment paper on top. And I'm going to put the last layer on. They are so good. Nice and healthy, nice good snack, something that you can have in the afternoon or really whenever you want. You need to keep them in the refrigerator so that the peanut butter doesn't melt and that they stay firm. I'm going to wipe my hand. And you can make sure that you keep them in an airtight container, and you can decorate your container with a couple of bows and ribbons, or you can put some stickers along the side. And then you can give it to your mom for Mother's Day. And I know she's going to love them because you made them for her. I really hope you like this recipe and that you liked making these chocolate chip, no bake chocolate chip energy bites. Until next time, friends, take care. Bye.